Alrighty, y'all, welcome back, and we are going to continue on with the walkthrough. So, first thing I'm going to do is restore my humanity, and I'm going to go ahead and kindle this bonfire. The boss in this area is extremely easy. I guess I just felt like having to Estus in case I would do something stupid. So, leaving the bonfire, heading back the way we had just come from. I will show you why I chose to get this bonfire first instead of the blacksmith. So if you had gotten the blacksmith bonfire first, then we would take the same way that we took from the blacksmith. That brings us all the way up around there. We come into this room. If you had walked up this stairs, you wouldn't be able to just, you wouldn't be able to head to the bonfire. You would instead have to come through this way. As we were, fight off these skellies. We just climbed up this ladder, kill that arrow guy. Then we head into here, big guy comes in. We whooped him, and then we go through here, up these stairs, take out a necromancer. In this room. And then after that, what we did is we dropped through here and went up and across the bridge. However, if you didn't activate that bridge, and instead went to the blacksmith first, then you would have to climb up this ladder. And head around this way. Grab the miracle tranquil walk of peace. That's stuff the giants in the garden did to us, made it so that you can't roll. Anyway, you drop down, and now you're in the area where we killed the first necromancer. The second necromancer, actually. One we shot with poison arrows. Oh! Oh, we parried as Viander. Risky move, my guy. Alright. So then you would just make your way on back, and it's kind of a pain. It's a long run. In this case, since we've activated this, we can just roll onto it. And let's see, we're just gonna boy. I don't want to fall off again. Alright. So yeah, since we've activated it, we're rolling back down onto this bridge. Otherwise, you have to go around across this bridge and do all that fun stuff until you eventually make it back here. So it's a lot easier to just come do this one first, then do the blacksmith, and make your way back up to it. So where to sit. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and take on that Titanite demon. So leaving the bonfire, we'll start walking across this bridge, and we're going to roll onto this ledge. Now we'll get this great scythe, and we're going to drop down another hole. Cute. For this guy, yeah, let's put back on the Black Knight sword. And just for him, we're going to do protection. Havels would be more efficient, but I don't feel like taking the time. So we're going to go whoop this boy very carefully. Very carefully, just not get too greedy here. If you're struggling with him, you don't have to kill him, but you are going to want to come down here. Reason being, you get yourself an Eye of Death. You need at least one of these to make this work. we're going to go and nestle ourselves in this coffin. So you can run over there, grab the Eyes of Death, and hop in the coffin. Time for a good old nappy nap. Then we're going to have a cutscene. And this will bring us over to the Gravelord's Covenant, which immediately gives us access to one of the craziest weapons in the game. So you'll often see speedrunners just run down here, hop their comfy little butts in this coffin, and grab the Gravelord's sword. It inflicts toxic damage, the same stuff that the little blowy dark guys did to us in Blighttown. So it just eats away at the health of certain bosses. So from here, let's head on over to this big tomb. We're going to pray. Enter the Covenant. And we've got the Gravelord's sword and the Sword and Dance Miracle. Ridicule. From there, you can hop back in the coffin. I'll do it because it doesn't take nearly as long for the cutscene to happen in this case, but otherwise you could just horn bone out of here. So the next thing that we're going to do is go and take on the boss. So if you want to have a summon, there is a summon that absolutely smacks. It doesn't really even matter though, because this boss is one of the easiest bosses in the game, especially now that we're coming in all beefed up. So we can run back through here, do the whole thingy, and work our way to the bonfire. I'm just gonna go ahead and work mode. Yeah. Regardless of whether or not you would like to summon for this, what I would suggest doing is coming back to this bonfire and grabbing our last couple of items in the catacombs. So if we head back out onto the bridge, roll down to here. Now, you could have just walked out this way. I just wanted that little bit of Estus because I'm going to fight the Pinwheel boys, and it's quite annoying. Additionally, if you're just coming from the bonfire, this is the easiest way to get to the boss. So, roll off the ledge, get onto here. And we do want to go down, so we're not too worried about getting knocked down. I just don't want to take the damage and then roll down. So then you can see that summon sign. So standing here, we'll roll off. Grab large soul of the name of the soldier. And we can summon in Paladin Leroy. So definitely not necessary. Oh, you bitch. But you can't help with some annoying skeleton boys. Let's heal up and let him take him on. And put it back on. No, we'll use Black Mentor. For the bone wheels, okay. Final answer. We're going to go. Bring it to Spy. Spy Mentor. Take on our bone boys. Before we drop down, let's make sure we drop down onto this section. last item. And that is all of the items in this area. These bone boys are fucking up, Leroy. Go ahead, use your heals. Alright. Now we will head down here and fight the boss. There's actually ways to get Leroy to drop down there and solo the boss. But there's really no point. Again, this guy is just too easy. Upon being killed, he's going to drop one of 3 masks. They all have some sort of benefits. One of them is going to increase your equip load. One of them increases your stamina regen. I think the other one is health. Mama, Papa. Alright. So he's just about as difficult as he looks. He makes clones of himself. They have, like, no health. Oh, look at that. I mean, just a running, spinning R1, and he's a third of the way down. Jump attack. And he's dead. So, very, very easy. Now, some people come down and do this fight early on in the game because of this. You get the right of kindling, which allows you to kindle bonfires further. I don't typically suggest doing it early on because then what happens is you start kindling all these bonfires so that you get 20 Estus, and then you become reliant on it, and then you never have any humanity, and it's just an ongoing problem. So, anyway, if we carried it further on, we would find ourselves in the Tomb of the Giants. So we're going to go ahead and do that a little bit later on. We're going to Homeward Bone, teleport back to Firelink, and hit up some other things first. Now we can kindle this further, but I'm not going to. Let's walk to the Firelink Shrine. And with that out of the way, we are going to rest here and call that an episode. We'll catch you next time.